All right, we're on hole number 4 of the City of Light tournament. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook. I'm uploading them as I play them. Hole number 4, Parc de Paris. All right, this is definitely one of those par 3s that I want to get in front of those moguls. I want to get in front of these moguls right here, and I want to start right in this area and go straight at it. I'm not a fan of hitting in these moguls. So you got a mogul and you got a mogul, and you aiming for this spot, or you're aiming for this spot right here, and then you hit a great to the left or the right and you hit up on this. Your ball trajectory is going to go totally different than what you planned on. So it can be very, very inconsistent if you're hitting where those moguls are. I want to hit someplace where it's flat. So I mean, your choices are either hitting behind it, hitting over here. There's a small flat area here, but you've got so much movement to bring it on, plus you put that sand trap in play. I want to hit in front of all of these traps and hit onto this flat area that's up here. But in order to do that, you're going to need a club that's got some backspin on it. If you've got lower developed clubs, I'll have to, when I get into my 99 account, I'll have to see what kind of looks we have at it. But if you've got upper developed clubs, definitely coming at it with a backspin shot is the way I'm going to come at it. You do have, this is a hole that you can get a pretty good look at hole in one. Much better than the first hole. Let's go in here. I'm pretty sure this is a Guardian Saturn type deal. I'm not sure on ball which ball we need to bring here. I'm going to bring a Katana. My old notes, I wrote down stuff from my old notes and watching some of the other videos that I had from the prior tournaments, the Metro Open and the 2nd anniversary, and I think I was coming at it with a Guardian and a Katana. And the deal is if you need a 2-power ball, your only choice is a Katana. Unlike the other, on a 1-power ball, you got a couple choices. On a 0-power ball, got a couple choices. 3-power ball, you got a couple choices. But 2-power balls, you have a choice. And I like Katanas. Katanas are great balls. Alright, I go first. Let's see where the red line is here. So we're close to the red line here, so if you bring a bigger ball, your red line's going to be somewhere up in here if you want to be right on the red line. So there's max club up there, here's minimum club, so here's mid. So we're eking in between mid and minimum. So minimum with this club is going to be about 1.5 per ring, 1.7, somewhere in that neighborhood. Go right at it. Do about a 2-ring pull, and I'm going to run out of time. Running out of time. No big deal. We're practicing today. So this is going to be one of those things you're going to have to figure out the wind adjustment. So let me do some math here on my calculator. It's normally 1.2, so it's 1.2 times 1.5. Make it 1.8 for max. 1.2 times 1.25. 1.5, so we're probably, if we're in between those numbers, we're in between mid and max, so we're probably in the 1.6, 1.7 range, somewhere in that neighborhood. Let's get up into our spot here. I'm going to put on all the backspin so I can get right on it. I want to get up there on the green. right at it. 4-4. So if we're 1-6, that'd be 3-2. Leave us 12. So that'd be a ring and 2/3. Start with 1-6 and see where that takes me. Hitting it perfect. Should get a pretty good read. Way past it. On the back side of that cup, it falls down this hill, so it's not going to be one of those ones that sucks back to the hole. So we'll have to start it in front of the hole. So normally with those backspin shots, you've got your first bounce, and I like if you're on one of those holes that actually sucks back to the hole. Okay, good game. Good luck in the tournament. Let's go check that out. Let's go back to Golf Clash Notebook here real quick. So normally with those backspin shots, you've got your pin. Here's your flagpole. Normally with the backspin shots, the shot comes in, and the first bounce, if you're on one of those holes where it sucks back to the hole, usually my first bounce I put right at the hole, and then it shows the second bounce, and then the second bounce will suck back towards the hole. And here, because here's the flagpole, on the back side of the flagpole, the course goes like this. When it hits back here where it would suck back to the hole, it's actually going in a downhill, so it's not going to suck it back up that hill. It's going to release and roll down that hill. So we may have to start, if we're going to put max backspin on there, we're going to have to start a little short of the hole. But it looked to me like it's fairly flat in front of the hole, so if we start too far in front of the hole, it will suck back, and then you'll end up being over here. So it's going to be one of those finesse deals where you're really going to have to find the spot. I'll have to go back and watch the video and see on the wind adjustment. I think it looked like I was pretty well on track there. So finding our wind adjustment and seeing and hitting perfect like that and going back and watching. This is why it's so important to video yourself, so you can go back and watch, and when you're hitting perfect shots, you can go back and go, wow, I'm hitting perfect and I'm still over here, I'm still on the left hand side, and so maybe we need to add some wind, or maybe you're over here and you need to take off some wind. And those numbers you need to dial in for your clubs on these holes. But it looked like I was pretty well on track, and I was doing about a 1.6 wind adjustment there, because I'm in between. Here's my minimum, here's my maximum, and from where I'm starting up here, here's mid. I'm kind of in between mid and max. So since I'm in between mid and max, I'm going to have to finesse that number a little bit. Normally I like to bring equipment so that I'm either right on my minimum line, right on my mid line, or right on my max line. But even if I brought a 3-power ball here, my red line is going to be somewhere in this neighborhood, and I'm still going to be in front of it. So I don't know that it's worth bringing a 3-power ball just so that you can push that red line forward a little bit. I think it's definitely something we can work those numbers out, since we are kind of like pretty close to dead center middle in between mid and minimum. All right, that was hole number 4 of the Parc de Paris, the City of Light tournament, and Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.